Man, we just keep getting more Halo Campaign Evolved gameplay. 3 new videos came out revealing gameplay for the Silent Cartographer, Assault on the Control Room, third person in Halo, and even all the skulls that we're gonna find. And a lot of this footage actually answered some concerns I had about the game. Starting off with the skulls, we're getting 42 skulls. 3 skulls per level, each that can be found across the campaign, which is amazing. I was really worried that they were just gonna give us the skulls and we wouldn't really have anything to discover, which would be really lame. It's much more enjoyable that we'll have something to go and look for and unlock. Some of these skulls are incredible. We have the classic skulls that we know and love. Grunt's birthday party, Acrophobia is in here, Bandana giving us infinite ammo, Mythic, Iron, Black Eye, all the ones that typically make the game harder. Some new skulls that I'm actually really excited. There is a floor is lava, which basically you lose your shield the longer you're on the ground, so you got to jump around and it kind of turns Halo into a platformer. That's just an awesome idea. It's funny to me that some of these skulls it's Halo Studios' way of kind of putting their own mods into the game. And what I mean by that is you can find so many MCC mods that make Halo third person or randomize the levels for you, randomize weapons, randomize enemies. And they're just putting that into the game with skulls, which is just a great idea. This will let us fight brutes on levels where brutes don't even show up. This will also allow the Flood to just show up wherever we want them to show up. There'll be a bunch of skulls that let you play Halo traditionally, no sprint, kind of the way you want to play, which is just a great idea to fully customize Halo the way you want to play Halo. I just want to point out a few key things that I noticed going over the third-person gameplay, which is the demo for Silent Cartographer, and then a few things I noticed in Assault of the Control Room. Other than the graphics looking absolutely stunning, when you see Chief punch things, he has a nice splatter of blood. They do a really cool effect with the overlay of the HUD. Even later on Assault of the Control Room, you can see the frost, not really freeze, but kind of like glass over his visor. Small effects like that are really cool. Even with the overshield, you can kind of see little wavy bits on the sides of the screen. And since I bring up the overshield, one of the key differences that they've made since the original game, they're treating the overshield kind of how it was in Halo Infinite, where it is a pickup that you can activate just kind of whenever you want. There's still power-up pickups in the form of these like holographic square boxes, but it seems like that they're keeping the overshield and the invisibility the same color, which is kind of a shame. I like seeing the green box for the overshield. That just makes sense to me. I am glad it's not a rounded disc that you just attach onto your Spartan. That always looked a little clunky to me. And of course, they did show off the entirety of Assault on the Control Room. Once you get farther into Assault on the Control Room, is they actually changed up some of the level design. One of the main criticisms that Halo had when it came out is it gets kind of repetitive in the later levels, since Assault on the Control Room gets repeated in 2 betrayals, and then we kind of go through the same rooms over and over. But they actually changed out some of the level designs. There's a lot more elevation, which I think it makes more sense. It's a good way to make the rooms not feel as repetitive. This sort of thing is kind of what you'd expect out of a remake without changing the overall game or story. Just something cool I noticed. Another cool thing is on these corner doors, they have this really cool holographic glow for the light. It's a cool way of showing which doors are open. Later on, we see the main door for the control room is red, since you have to open up the button, so it unlocks it. It's just a really neat feature. Really, the only thing that I have found that I have a small nitpick on is you'll notice throughout these levels there's waypoints, which Halo has done before. They're just really shoving these waypoints right in your face. And I hope this is like something you can turn off from the menu, or maybe it's a skull. But you see Chief walk up these stairs via the waypoint, and then you get another one on the other end of the hallway, which it just seems comical to me. And I'm sure it's just so players don't get lost playing this, but it's also a game that it's been remade and played several times. I don't know. It's just something that I don't think is that necessary. Other than that, I can't wait for this game. I'm super stoked and excited to play this. I can't wait to do challenge runs with different skulls. Lasso is going to be freaking stupid hard in this game. Stay tuned. I've been MrTswank, and thanks for watching.